Well, I guess she still sounds good. Wow, this is a video I really thought I would never have to make. This is my baby right here. I mean, I love this car. This is like one of the most fun car to drive ever. It's like a great bang for its buck. This car is awesome. And I'm really sad that I'm making this video, but we did hurt this car our last race. So we're going to show you what's wrong, take you through the car if you don't know anything about it, and hopefully she's not too hurt and she'll be out on track soon again, ripping through some corners and flying past some Miatas on straightaways. So let's get into the video. So if you guys have never seen this car before, it's an older Trans Am car. It has a quick change rear end. It's got a Jericho clutchless transmission. You only need the clutch for starting and stopping. And it's got a GM 604 crate motor, makes about 450 horsepower. And it might weigh about 2,700 pounds. It's got big Willwood, well, they're hard to see. It's got big Willwood brakes, and it runs on the current Trans Am racing tires. So it's a really, really fun car. I absolutely have a blast driving this thing. But as you guys can see, that she's a little hurt. So start off with the basic things. You guys can see that the fiberglass bumper there is cracked. There's some other minor things like the gas cap is missing. I think the tin work, down here is pretty beat up, and I believe the tin work actually inside looks fine. I thought, oh no, there it is. You can see there that it's kind of pushed up a little bit. Little minor crack here. Not too bad overall as far as body damage goes. So, but now we're going to get into the big thing here. Okay, so you guys saw the stuff that's maybe not so bad, so we're going to get to the stuff that's really, and I mean really bad. So you guys can see here, the wheel fits in the fender well, pretty good there. And then we're going to walk over to this side. Oh, where'd the wheel go? You guys might notice that we got a lot more gap on this side than we had on the other side. So that is actually because the entire rear end is pushed over on this car. So we're going to go ahead and raise her up here and take a look at underneath and see how sad it really is. Oh my God, I don't even want to look, but we're going to look together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is tore up. So you guys can see on the quick change here, it ripped out. So what actually happened, and I'll throw a video up, is that we got hit by a Miata right in the side tire here, and it tore up my rear end. You guys can see these bars bolt from the frame to the Watts link here, and it did a number on this. So it ripped this bolt out here, ripped this bolt here, ripped this here. You can see the bolt just kind of hanging out there. There's a stud there, it bent that, ripped that out. Oh God. The drive shaft's completely crooked. You guys can see the gap from here to here. It tore it up. Now this shock is sitting totally crooked. You guys can see that it's so close to the frame there, how far away that one is. But I'm really hoping that that's just because the entire rear end is moved to this side. So I'm hoping that's the only reason that the shock looks that bad. Now another kind of just odd thing, has nothing to do with this crash, but you can see the exhaust pipe is here. It's just melting our lead. And there is just lead everywhere on this car. I mean, it just kind of like falls right off. But there is lead everywhere, which is just not good. So now the only thing that's kind of a positive is that our upper mount there and even these trailing arms here, you can see they bolt there and go all the way to the frame up there. They don't look bent. Neither side looks bad at all. There's no stress fractures on the frame or anything like that where the Watts link bolts. So I'm kind of hoping that the only thing we're going to have to replace is the center section for the quick change. Maybe you can even weld this up. I don't know. And then replace this Watts link bar. I actually have a new one, so that'll be good. So maybe it won't be so bad, but I'm still really sad that we hurt the poor girl. The gas tank was already like that. Don't ask about that, okay? Just don't ask. So upon further disassembly, we're going to figure out exactly how bad it is. Really hoping it's just going to be a center section, the center housing for the rear end, and that'll be it. But I mean, who knows? That shock could be bent. The hub and the wheel could be messed up. You know, the brake caliper. There's so much stuff under here to go wrong. But as far as I can tell, the chassis and everything looks, this would be right where it got hit. That all looks completely fine and completely straight. So I'm actually kind of really happy about it. Now, the Miata who ran into me, actually, not that it was his fault, but who ran into me came out a lot worse. His car was actually probably totaled. I don't know for sure, but his frame rails were all bent up and he really got the worst of it. So unfortunate for him, unfortunate for me. Bad things happen in racing, but that's just how it goes. So the most important thing about when stuff like this happens is that it's going to get fixed. This car is not just going to sit up there and rot for a long time. We're going to get a new center section for it. And while we're at it, we might as well do some upgrades. Hopefully, I mean, all these brackets here, that mounts the quick change to the frame there. That all looks fine. It doesn't look bent or anything like that. So while we're at it, we might as well do some upgrades. The front rotors are actually kind of shot in this car, so we're going to put new front rotors in. If you're going to do all this, you might as well upgrade the engine. So hopefully we're going to get a little more horsepower out of her. I'd like to shorten the shift on the Jericho. It seems like the throw, you can see her sneak back there. It seems like the throw is really long, and on a lot of Jericho transmissions, they get it to where the throw is just like 1 inch long, and it's really great for racing, especially when you don't have to use the clutch. The shorter the throw, the better. So I'd really like to do that. So we're definitely going to do some upgrades to the old girl, and she's going to be back on track soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.